the thing was about my growing up is that my family, my mum and dad were born in Barbados, and God bless their souls, they're not with us anymore. But there was always love in the family for music, and my dad was always playing music in the house. My mum really enjoyed it, and she shared the music with her friends. And any given moment there'd be like a party downstairs in the front room. They'd all be smoking cigarettes, drinking wine, and having rum punch and all sorts of things. And I was only like 7, 8 years old. And I could hear this fracas going on downstairs, listening to James Brown, Get Up Off of That Thing, or I'm Not Gonna Bump No More with It, Big Fat Woman, and all sorts of records that I was hearing. I'm just like, So I went, I got up out of bed one night, and I stood in the banisters, and I was kind of looking down, and my mum and dad's friends are getting down, drinking, having a good time. And my dad was like, right, go to your room, go to bed, or come downstairs, put these records on, and don't move until we tell you. So I was like, go to bed or play records. I'm going to play some records of my dad's records collection, and that's what it was. That's what it was like. And the player was a single box player with a single mono speaker in it, and it basically you loaded up the 45-inch singles, 10 of them, and you selected the records how they were going to land and play. So I was completely selecting music from a very, very early age to create the mood of where you took people. So you had to understand the music you was playing to begin with, and as I was going along, I would go record shopping with my father, and and at the time he was basically buying soul music, rhythm and blues, country and western, a bit of rock and roll. He was very eclectic in his sound, and reggae and soca music or calypso music from the islands of Barbados. So we had a really wide, varied sound of what my mum and dad were listening to. But I was exposed to that right from the beginning. So I think it was almost like a destiny that I ended up being where I am in my life today. But I had to basically choose that crossroads at some point.
Listen to more insights on the Mission Makers podcast through Apple, Spotify, and YouTube.